The Three Guys Rant.
Come one, come all to the greatest show on earth with three of the world wonders. The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
News, politics, escándalo, sports, current events, all things worth ranting about, and much more. These tres gorditos will blow your mind. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Three Guys Rant, and I want to start off by telling everybody belated Happy Father's Day. Hope everybody had a good one. I know some of us here had a happy Grandfather's Day, or prematurely. Mikey, how was your
Everything you do is premature.
how was your Father's Day?
It was good.
Do you even remember it?
Yeah.
Because either you had a really good one or your butt was doing a lot of dialing.
My butt was doing a lot of dialing.
Where are you butt dialing?
Huh? Apparently this guy.
Oh, I wasn't the only one because
Oh, and Elena.
I got a couple.
So-
I got a couple concerned phone calls. Hey, is Mikey all right? He seems to be slurring his words. I'm like, well, either he's in the hospital or he's a little inebriated.
No, I saw I had some missed calls to you, or some calls to you and Elena. I'm like, what the hell? And then you call me back. You left me two 6-second messages.
Making sure you're okay.
How talented is your ass that you're able to go from A to E
How do
on
you
the
know?
butt dials?
How do you know it was my ass?
You know, I don't even want to ask
could
the
be-
follow up
What the
question.
hell's the
It could
phone
be-
doing in your front crotch?
It could be another appendage.
Like your thumb?
I said it could be another appendage.
Wow. All right.
So what did they even celebrate your Father's Day at your house? What did you
Nope.
get?
They did not celebrate it at my house.
So did they actually leave and give you what you wanted to be left alone?
No, we went somewhere else.
So you
But in other words, you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get to be alone.
No, that is true. That is true. I did not get what I wanted. But you know, it's funny. During the middle of the affair, if you will, my calf started throbbing. So I went, laid in the couch, and passed out. Took like a 1 hour nap.
Are you still with that?
I don't know, for some reason yesterday, man. I
You-
was
you
moving around a
realize
lot.
it's really? So from the couch to the refrigerator,
I know.
and then back from the cooler?
Yep. So during the middle of everything, I'm taking a nap on the couch.
So at what point did the alcohol and I'm assuming pain pills kick in?
No, I'm not taking any pain pills. No pills. No pills.
That's good. I'm glad you had a good Father's Day.
Well, thanks.
But you know, it's I don't know if you guys had heard, but I'm a little jealous of there's another well, it's a podcast. It's not even a radio show like ours, which makes me wonder even more so that they happen to land Barack Obama.
You understand he has 1 million downloads a month, though, right?
Right.
That's
We don't
beside-
have 1 million
We're
downloads.
live.
We
We're
don't
live.
have 1 million downloads cumulative.
And you know, he's a well-known comedian and activist, you know.
You know what? I mean, I understand the downloads, but if you go on his YouTube channel, with the exception of, I think one video that I saw, max there was about 100 views.
You understand, though, once again, I'm going to slam your generation. Okay, people of his age and stature
have
don't
to
care about YouTube views.
visual. Oh, so they have to hear it.
Hence the reason he's got over 1 million downloads a month.
Who is the guy? I mean, I've heard the name, but I can't relate him to anything.
I just told you, he's a
He's a
comedian, an activist. He used to have a show on XM, a radio show on XM on the liberal channel.
But he's not a super famous comedian. Because I've never heard about him. I mean, I've heard the name, but I can't relate him or connect the name to anything.
There's a lot of really famous comedians out there that I know you know nothing about.
Name one. George Lopez doesn't count.
Huh? John Pinetti.
Yeah, never heard of him either.
Exactly.
So, is it because of the kind of weight that the guy carries, how he was able to land him? Because even at the video, it looks like it was done in somebody's bedroom.
I think it's actually his garage.
It's his garage.
It's his garage.
The guy's name is Mark Maron.
Yeah, Mark Maron.
They were interviewing him yesterday, and they were saying that the hardest thing for him was the pre-sweep, the Secret Service visits, the day of sweep, the Secret Service in and outside, the motorcade pulling up to his house, and it's in his garage.
Right. And the president went into his garage to be interviewed.
So the Secret Service is all along the corner somewhere
Probably.
hiding.
And the chopper was probably above head. And
Do you think his property value went up?
No. It could have gone down depending on the
I was
neighborhood.
going to say, depending on the neighborhood.
Really?
Down.
Well, that's
But
weird.
you know what's funny is, I mean, I know it was a few days ago, but the uproar over the use of the N-word.
Right. And I didn't even see that part. I didn't even.
Well, I mean, I did, but I figured, the way he used it in context, that's the description of non-racial, people trying to be polite not to use the N-word.
Right.
So when he used it, it just seems like the media focused in on the fact that he used the N-word.
Yeah. Of course. That's all they're going to focus on.
See, look. I mean, that literally looks like a 12-year-old girl's bedroom.
Right. And well, from the outside picture, you'd see the door open. He's got the soundproofing on the door, and that's his garage.
1 million downloads a month.
That's
He said that it was almost 5 million downloads since the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may hit double digits.
And you can't get us anything, man. What the hell's wrong with you, man?
I'm good for 500.
Yeah.
500,000?
No, just 500. Just 2 zeros. Well, that is pretty cool. Is it because he's on his way out that he's more reachable, or is somebody in his camp saying, hey, you got to look more, I don't want to
He's
say
always-
normal.
I think ever since the
he's-
Clinton campaign, Obama followed suit. He wanted to do things to reach out to more people. He did Reddit a couple of times. Was it Reddit or Dig?
I don't know.
Remember he did the Q&A sessions early
Right,
on in his
right,
campaign. Or I'm sorry, early on in his presidency. So on this particular one, this guy had the right connections and the right ask. So he wanted to do something more modern. And he figured this was the right type of podcast. to
Plus,
go
it's
after.
a good platform, because the guy's got very liberal views. And
I'm sorry, what was that? He has what?
Liberal views.
Liberal with a B, right?
Yeah.
Not liver as in food.
No. Liber.
I could have sworn you just said liberal.
No, I said liberal views.
Liberal abuse?
You call it, okay.
You're very liberal with your grammar there.
Oh, I'm very liberal.
So we've heard.
Well, onto a different subject. I know we're coming down to the segment, but I don't know if you guys had heard. I'm a little excited because Spam's coming out with their Spam Bites. Have you heard this? Now, is it to compete with beef jerky?
No.
It's really going to be, is it going to be cooked Spam? Just little snack
It's going
size?
to be dried spam.
Right.
Mm.
So why are you so excited?
Because I love Spam.
I don't think, and again, I was reading some of the comments. People say that, it's going to compete with jerky. I thought that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Spam is in a category all by itself.
It doesn't have any meat.
I was going to say not only that, but when you go to if you go to a Costco or a Sam's Club,
Right.
okay, yeah, there's jerky there. There's boxes of it. But when you have an entire pallet backed up with another pallet next to the teriyaki pallet, next to the light pallet, I'm going to say Spam carries a little more weight. When you can't go get jerky musubi,
But you said
it's Spam musubi.
it was going to be dry?
Yeah.
Oh, it is going to be dry?
Well, they're saying that it's already going to come ready to go because most people, I don't know how you cook it, but most people when they cook it in food,
Right.
will cook it almost to the point where it's dry. They
Oh,
get
really?
it crispy, they get a little toasty, and then they.
Oh, here we go. Spam snacks.
There you go.
Bacon teriyaki
Yeah, see,
classic.
dried meat bites.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to do it wet because the tendency to
Right,
the moisture issue. So I could
So-
see that it was going to be dried out.
I mean, when I make Spam, it's almost to the point to where it's burnt.
Why?
Because I like crispy Spam. That's just me. Like if you go to one of the Hawaiian barbecue
Right.
places, to me it's undercooked. I don't even. It almost tastes like it's right out of the
You
can.
understand? It's ready to eat out of the can.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't feel so bad then because there's been times I've taken a fork to the can. So is it? It's not comparable like that.
So if you're concerned about it being undercooked, what the hell?
Oh, you got that.
How do you go?
So is that what it's going to be like? Like when it's
He said it's
extremely
going to be
cooked.
It's going to be probably. It's going to be dry.
Oh, I gotta try. Is this out already?
No, I think it's coming
It's
out.
coming. I already checked on Amazon. I tried to order it, but it wasn't available yet.
By the pallet?
No, by the pack. I don't need a pallet of it.
It looks like dog food, no? Or a dog treat,
I
Some people are saying-
didn't want to say it, but yeah, that's
That's
what
what-
it
yeah,
looks
a
like.
lot
It
of
looks
people
like
say
like a treat.
they have bacon bits, don't they?
Yeah.
Bacon something. So again, this is the Three Guys Rant. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com, or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
That needs to get noticed. Your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done.
KCAA Radio, Loma Linda, where no listener is ever left behind.
This is Becca Bateau. When I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey and driving men crazy, I spend my time dreaming about the three guys rant, Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Yeah, right.
All right, welcome back to the Three Guys Rant. Make sure to check us out and follow us on Twitter and Facebook at the Three Guys Rant. Call us at 855-69-3-GUYS, 855-69-3-GUYS. And actually, Mike, I want to go back to your, I can't even pronounce, your liberal what?
Liberal views.
Anyways, the reason I bring that up is I know we had talked about it off air. Anybody that's I think over 30 will know who is it Charro, the Cuchi girl.
Yeah, Charro.
I was telling you, I don't think we finished the conversation. There's a show called Celebrity Wife Swap.
Right.
Now, as I was growing up, I never understood a single word that this woman said. But after hanging out with you for a couple of years, when they were on the show, apparently I was the only one that understood what the hell she was saying, because
so you were the interpreter?
I was the interpreter, because apparently the kids where she swapped, almost word for word, excuse me, can you talk to me in English? I can't understand anything you say.
I didn't know she's still around.
That's what I asked him when he brought her up.
Yeah. I mean, she looks just like that. So whoever a plastic surgeon is, he's a hell of a sculptor. Because she still looks just like that. And she lives, I think, here in Beverly Hills. They were both local women here from California. I think they were both on the Love Boat.
Okay.
But I started cracking up because, yeah, anybody else, it's almost as tough as listening to you speak.
Have you ever seen The Love Boat?
Yeah. Never an entire episode, but yeah.
That was a cool show back then. I remember my mom and my aunt used to watch it every week, so I would just sit through it, and it was pretty cool.
Hey, so when did this go from being ranting to The View? Okay,
and then
is that what happened? I mean, did both of you have a sex change over the weekend? We're supposed to be. You guys want to talk about The View next?
Call me Charro.
Are you going to start talking about Real Housewives? Those douchebags. I mean, what the hell?
All right. Let's talk something with balls.
So I went to a Dodger game recently.
All right, there we go. Balls.
Gotta tell you.
There's your segue. Word of the show. Segue.
But the segue as in transference, not the vehicle that Mikey wants to ride.
Let's go away.
You know what drives me crazy at a game? We were coming in towards the end of the, forgive me, right before the start of the game. The national anthem started.
Right.
Say about 10% of the people stopped. You know, a lot of the older folks take off their hats. Dude, I got to tell you, there must have been, 1,000, 2,000 people in the one section where I was trying to get in. These jackholes were all clamoring to the gates because the game was going to start. They wouldn't shut the hell up. They wouldn't stop. I don't understand why the ticket takers and everybody still let them in. You know, it drives me insane that these people don't have the decency to stop for the minute and a half while somebody sings this, the national anthem. People are standing inside. Even when you're in the stadium, if you've ever been there, when they're starting, people don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
They don't shut up. They're on their phones. They're taking their selfies.
There's no respect anymore for
and you know, and
patriotic.
that's where you don't gotta kill them, but you always talk about it. It was the Japanese policemen with those long batons.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they gotta let loose, man. Something like that. I would love to see just a whole series of these ninjas come out from behind the hot dog stands. The song starts and you're still yakking away. You're on your phone. You gotta sell. I wanted to see them just start cracking heads.
Did you see ninjas?
Sure, why not? I didn't know what else to call them without being offensive.
We used to call them JPs,
Fine.
just for Japanese police.
I want to see 30 or 40 JPs jump out and just start beating the crap out of these people. You don't got to maim them. I just wanted to hurt. Use bamboo sticks.
No, there's no
wanted to
respect for
hurt.
that anymore.
I remember I was with you somewhere recently where they did. Oh, it was at the MMA fights we had gone to recently.
Right.
And there, I think, from what I remember, maybe you remember it differently, but I remember everybody did stop.
Everybody
and
stopped.
took their hats off.
Right. Yeah, no,
They were
everybody.
inside. And
Yeah.
again, I will say that when I've been inside most sporting events,
I like-
everyone inside.
I like being inside.
Yes, I know you do. That's between you and Mikey. Every time I'm inside, most people stop. I say
Right.
99% or better. But it's all I just think it's all the idiots that are either running late, whatever it is from your loser job or your loser life. You got there late. You could stop for 90 seconds to respect the anthem. You could shut the hell up, stop buying your hot dog, get off your phone. Dude, and there's always raza. There's always some jackhole. And I could hear him the other day. Hey, Holmes, yeah, I'm at the game, you know what? And right now these people, and they're singing the national anthem. I'm like, where are the JPs to just crack his ass across the head, smash his phone, and send him home? He shouldn't even be allowed in the game.
Yeah, there's just no respect for anything like that anymore. I mean,
None.
it's funny because you can go to YouTube and you can search for videos of kids that live on military bases, and it's amazing. These kids, for instance, this is a popular one. They're at a playground, losing their mind, playing like kids do, and colors come out.
Someone
Were they
speaking.
spending were they on the playground spending most of their days?
Right.
Now, you're talking about like 7-year-olds?
yeah.
Okay,
Kids,
so kids.
5 to 7, and colors come out and they stop, man, and they know to face towards where the flag is, and you stand there at attention for it until it's done. The colors are done playing. They back.
And that's what I'm saying. If kids can do it. But I'm telling you, when I was there last week, the amount of people and the sheer disrespect, the Dodgers, for example, have been doing at every home game, they've been recognizing and honoring a military person. And in some cases, two, from different branches. And, the crowd eventually stands up and applauds them. It drives me crazy that people will go to that level, but you turn around behind you, and again, there's all these people that won't shut up. There's all these people that don't respect the flag, and all these people talk about. I'm just telling you, dude, that for every ethnicity that was there, I don't care if you were born here. I think all of those people should be just rounded up, put them on a bus, send them somewhere.
But you do realize that
Send them to Boko Haram.
Dodger Stadium is the only stadium that I know that kind of quarantines the riffraff and stops serving alcohol. Actually, I don't even think they serve alcohol in that section anymore, out in right field. So what does that tell you
talking
about
about the pavilion?
Yeah, what does that tell you about the fans that they have?
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level of fans they have. That's like saying that Raider fans are above stopping. Dude, I'm telling you, send the SWAT team in then. And if Raider fans don't stop for the national anthem, shoot them, just mow them down. Nobody's going to miss them anyway. I'm simply saying that if there's a national anthem that's going to start playing, You should stop dead in your tracks, like Mike says, face the flag.
Like these kids here. And again, make sure to check out the3guysrant.com and you can see the video. Every one of those kids was acting like a monkey 5 seconds ago. And they've all stopped.
Because they know what their parents are doing. Right. And that's what I'm saying. There's so many of these people that don't teach their children. So anyway, it was just annoying to all get out. And all I kept saying was if there was, one of these things, why doesn't somebody just jump out from behind and just start beating the crap out of these people with a bamboo stick?
Because then there'd be a lawsuit and then they'd win.
I don't care. I'd be willing to donate. I'd say, you know what, let's spearhead the Kickstarter for that one. To start the fund to just beat the crap out of these patriotic individuals.
So what you're saying is if we do by example just once, from that point forward, everybody will follow.
I think we should lead. I think we should do it by example, and somehow if we could ever get it into the law, that it's okay to beat the crap out of somebody who didn't stop during the national anthem. That's what I'm saying.
I guess we want to break.
That needs to get noticed, your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done. ProTech Carpet and Tile Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. We aren't just cleaning experts, we are restoration experts. We have saved our customers hundreds or even thousands of dollars on new flooring and upholstery expenses after we restored what they thought was permanent soil and damage. We are professionally trained and certified technicians. We specialize in damage restoration caused by heavy soil, odor, spot removal such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, oil, paint, nail polish, and many more. If you want the best in-home cleaning and professional services, call us today at 562-447-4300. We are ProTech.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Hey everybody, it's Kiara Lynn Ford, and I'm listening to Rant Radio Network.
All right, we're back from the break. Alan gave me the finger over there. So,
Where did he give you the finger, man? Where?
He's pointing.
Oh.
About a week ago, there was this one was a tragedy. 9 people were killed while attending a Bible service at the First AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep.
Out of respect for the victims, we're not going to use the loser's name who did it to not give him any more credence. But for years, Mike and I have argued what a hate crime was. Mike's always felt that, one crime is no different than the other. And I used to agree with him that how do you judge what's in the mind and heart of someone? But in this particular instance, what do you think, Mikey? Is this a hate crime?
Yep, from the word go.
Why?
Well, because, obviously it's because he targeted these people, I believe, because of the color of their skin, and that is the definition of a hate crime. When you go after a group of people just simply because of who they are, he obviously planned it. He sat there for an hour with these people, and then
He told police that he almost didn't go through with it
Right.
because they were so nice to him.
right, and I didn't know that they welcomed him to the point where they asked him to sit next to the pastor. So he was sitting next to the pastor.
Arvin,
Guy's a scumbag. I don't know why he's still alive.
because it's America, we have laws.
And then I'd also read that the arresting officers bought him Burger King. Was that on the way to jail?
I haven't heard that
I
one
haven't
yet.
heard that. No.
I haven't heard that one yet. I do know. Now, I got a question for you. So here's the other part of the story, and I didn't realize it was to this extent. Apparently, shooters of color, meaning black, are called terrorists and thugs.
Wait, one more time.
Shooters of color. So if you're a black shooter, you're a terrorist or a thug. But white shooters are called mentally ill.
Yeah, that's true. It's the same thing with when it comes to, let's say, riots and things like that. When what happened in Ferguson, there's no excuse for it, but there were thugs, and looters, what have you, whatnot. And about a couple of months prior to that, there been I can't remember the sport, but it was a college sport game that the the team from the local university lost, and all these white kids were running out there. They were turning cars over. They were doing all sorts of things, but they weren't called thugs or anything like that either.
Here, and go ahead.
No, go ahead. So
This is still on it, but off to the side. Are you done with your statement?
Yeah.
16 hours after killing 9 people inside Charleston, South Carolina church, 21-year-old, and we won't say his name, so you got to Google it, was treated to a free meal from Burger King by the Shelby, North Carolina police officers who arrested him. This according to Shelby Police Chief Jeff Ledford, who told the Charlotte Observer that complained of hunger before officers bought him the burger. Turns out he only had time for a single bag of chips while leading police on a manhunt. I'm just saying, why would they care?
It's not that they care, but but police typically will do that to keep someone cooperative.
I've been in the backseat of a cop car, and ain't nobody ever bought me
Yeah,
anything.
you didn't murder anybody. It's different. When you've become that level of animal, police have to take a different tactic with you if they're trying to resolve what's going on. They don't know if you have bombs planted somewhere else. They don't know if you've got the KKK waiting around the bend. So at this point, they're going to do whatever they can to be as nice to you as they can to get you to give up the information.
Yeah, and then police departments in other cities, I think even here in LA, started patrolling churches, this African American or this black churches more frequently.
Well, you know what really bothered me about the whole thing was they don't even know what the trigger was with him. He had black friends at school. According to what they think they found now, they're not sure it was his manifesto, but he's talking about how blacks in America are taking over.
Right, and apparently he yelled that out when he started shooting.
Yeah, because I'm sorry I have to do this. You're raping our women. You're taking our jobs. I'm thinking, what the hell is he watching or reading?
Wait a minute.
There's been a black man ever take somebody else's job.
I was going to say, shouldn't then that shooting have happened in East LA?
That's what I would have thought. But I'm saying this crazy bastard gets up there. The other thing too.
Plus, there's some postings on Facebook now where he was wearing a jacket with flags of some racist countries. Right?
Let's get into that for a second. What are your thoughts on the Confederate flag?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, that is part of our history, and it's got negative connotations, but only because groups like the KKK and racist organizations are identifying with it. But I mean, it was part of the history. So,
yeah, but to fly it over the Capitol?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things in that story that is wrong. For instance, the flag that is there, it's not really the Confederate flag. It's one that looks like the Confederate flag.
Hey man, the General Lee had that same flag. Right. When I watched Dukes of Hazzard growing up, they said that was the Confederate flag.
Okay. Then secondly, there was a compromise on the flag because the state legislature figured, okay, it is part of our history, so that's fine. We're going to fly it, but it was going to be in another part of the grounds next to some other memorial. And then something happened that somebody pushed it through to be right there in the front. So I don't know, man. Just move it.
But isn't it symbolism, though, that if it symbolizes something so painful and hurtful, what is the big deal about taking it down? Because if we go with it's based on our history, that's like saying that, these lunatic Klan members can have a burning cross in their front yard.
Yeah, but that's always been a symbol of hatred.
So is the Confederacy.
You know.
I mean,
remember there was American soldiers that died under that flag.
Yeah,
Remember, both sides were American.
Yes, but they died under that flag protecting which side?
Yeah, they're protecting
Here's,
the side.
here's a different question. How many people today know what a Confederate flag is?
I think a larger percentage than we give people credit for.
I think after the last 7 days, yeah. But what about 10 days ago?
That's a good question.
I don't
think,
know. I don't think the young generation would know. I don't think the younger kids would know. I think from high school down, I don't think they would know.
Well, that's where this guy fits into it.
Well, yeah, no, he was 21, but yeah. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know.
And here's your other favorite topic, gun control.
What about it?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, what if anything could have been done?
Gun control is when you hit your target. You have good gun control.
That's what we're going with right there.
No, I don't.
That's Mike at the 3guysrent.com.
Gun control has nothing to do with this or any other shooting.
But does everybody who buys a gun need a background check now? I'm not a background check. Forgive me. A mental stability check.
Oh, that I don't know. I don't know if there's a test you can take. That'll let you know right away whether you're crazy or not.
If that's the case, Mikey's going to lose all his guns.
So, yeah, but I don't think gun control is going to help any of this stuff. I think this is a false argument. People come now saying that that there's got to be gun control. I'm for keeping certain weapons off the street.
Do we know what weapon he used?
I thought it was a handgun.
He got it as a gift on his 21st birthday. So
Oh,
he just recently got it.
So this doesn't fall under your whole scenario
Of
where you say where this nut job usually walks into the mall
Right,
and
right,
opens up with a automatic weapon.
Right. No, this was given to him. Yeah.
Now, the one thing that other countries talk about, this doesn't happen in other countries.
Right. I mean, not with the frequency that it happens here. I think today was the 8th or 14th time that 14th time that the president had to address a situation like this one since he's been president in 8 years.
And I guess the other troubling side of that, and where again the media doesn't focus on it, you don't see black guys, Latin guys, Asian guys.
That's because they're either too busy making tacos or running in the NFL.
Yeah, but let's be real. Okay, we got South Central, we got Compton, we got hot spots over here.
Could it be because they don't talk about black on black crime, brown on brown crime?
Bro, I don't care if a black man goes and kills 9 people, it'll be in the media because then they're going to want to sensationalize some other African American portion of it. I'm saying it always seems to be some crazy white kid.
Because white people are crazy, man.
They gotta be.
The Three Guys Rant will be right back after this commercial break.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bank Mart, Satinized and Pastry Pride, one-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
That needs to get noticed, your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done.
Buenos dias, buenas tardes, and a big old howdy, y'all. This is the Red Mexican Alex Raimundo with my amigos, the Three Guys Ranting, not to be confused with Three Guys Panting. That was me outside your window the other night, ladies.
South Carolina. Mike, I got a question for you. This was also Arvin. You usually got a unique perspective on this one. Forgiveness.
What's that?
One of your family members gets mowed down by this lunatic. Your
Hell
thoughts?
no. There's no forgiving. I'd try to go down there and shoot him.
Yeah, the guy shouldn't be alive anymore.
Yeah, no,
So
I can't believe
that was insightful. They did an interview with the families.
I mean, would it really be wrong if we lived in a society where, I mean, obviously there's no denying that the guy did it.
Right.
So would it be that bad to just the cops drive down a little road, dark alley, let him out, and people just take a bat to the guy?
Oh, no.
No, that'd be great. That'd be a perfect world right there.
We don't live in that world. So a lot of the family members, when they were talking to him, they were crying in the court, talking about how they forgive him. Because, they say that the hate cycle has to stop somewhere. And they went down the list and let the families talk. And they got to the brother of the, I think she's the librarian, if you will. But she had a different name for library. But they asked him, in your thoughts? He looked at everybody else. He tells the reporter, I'm not there yet. But he kept his calm. He did. But you could see something in his eyes. And by the same token, this past weekend, here locally in California, a woman was murdered at the hands of her baby daddy, if you will. And they were interviewing her sister. It's probably the first real woman or real victim I've ever seen. She was on the local news, and she said, I hope he dies a horrible death. I want him dead. I want him to suffer in prison. I hope he's in pain. And I thought they would cut it. No, they let her go on for a good 90 seconds, and she wished everything she could, and she was smart enough to not use any explicitives so they wouldn't cut her off. She wished this guy condemned him to hell and was praying to Allah, God, Buddha, whoever would listen, that he suffers and is and just, I thought, for once, because I know what I would say, and I'm with you guys. There's no way I could have sat there. So these people, Arvin's always saying, they're better. These people are better than me, because they're better people, they're better human beings than I am. Because there's no way I could say I forgive you.
Yeah, I don't know how somebody can. Again, I don't know how much Jesus somebody can have in their heart for them to say, immediately after.
I forgive quickly. I agree with you. There's no. I mean, maybe in 50 years, perhaps. I doubt it. But these people were instant with their forgiveness and their crying and love.
I'd be looking for the right crime to commit to be in the same prison as
there
that
are people
person.
saying that, we hope God enters his heart. No. The only thing I want to enter in his heart.
Yeah. 9 mil into his heart. But you know what? It's not the same subject, but a little bit. It's another segue. But
do you write this one?
Along what you're talking about, what about the people that it's going to be the same crazy nut jobs that are going to say, "Oh well, this was in God's plan." What the hell? What the hell kind of God is that? That some people actually believe that even though it's a tragedy, oh, that was in His plans.
So
You
it
kidding
was
me?
it was in God's plan to kill people in a church.
I
in his
know
own
that's what I'm
house.
saying, and there's people that will say that it was God's plan, that this happened. To me, that's the biggest load of BS
How
I've
do-
ever.
how do- how do- how do they even- How does
hear
somebody justify that?
Because they're devout.
Because they're crazy.
They're
So
devout.
if somebody came into their church and killed them, that's God's plan.
According to them, yes. They're devout, and that's what they believe.
I don't know. You get that's not me, so I don't know how the hell you.
Did you happen to see Jon Stewart's take on it?
Yeah.
Jon Stewart, who normally he's talking about how we sent in the military, other countries to fight for people's rights.
Right.
We'll send in drones, spend trillions of dollars, lose thousands of American lives fighting for freedom, democracy, and people's beliefs. But we arrest this lunatic
And,
And
give
nothing-
them Burger King.
and nothing changes.
I know,
He says
it
that
is.
the hypocrisy, but the only thing that somebody came back with, and it's hard to validate our fight is, so what do? Do you just, it's him, you got him on videotape, he confessed. Do you just take him out to a field and, like Arvin says, just let the families either stone him to death, beat him to death, shoot him, hang him? What do we do?
I mean, there's got to be something we can take out of the Bible to make an example out of this guy.
It's called eye for an eye.
Right.
Stone him.
I mean, what else do you want?
tie every limb to a horse and let him run in different directions.
I'm okay with that too, but it's not who we are.
I don't get
And the
it.
sad part is this guy's going to be on whatever, death row, this, that, for 20, 30 years. He's going to get appeals. He's going to get psychiatric help. Hell, he might even get out because they're going to say that the voices in his head were talking to him and he needed additional help.
It was funny. I heard he was being kept in I guess under, what do you call it, protective custody?
Yeah, because they don't want him to commit suicide.
Right. And so they had him on the cell right next to where the cop that just got arrested for shooting that black man that was running away from him.
Right.
He's been arrested, and they're both next to each other.
So that's the racist part of the prison.
Yeah.
Again, well, the other lunatic, and I won't mention his name, from the neighboring state, I don't know if you saw it, was a volunteer fireman, posted on Facebook. It was a good deed that he did. And the city was in an uproar. The fire department came out. They were like, no. So
he lost his volunteer
So
status.
they kicked him out of the volunteer program, but they also, and I didn't even know it was a word, they trespassed him. Now, I know it's in a religious symbol, like forgive us our trespasses, but I don't know what the hell that meant. They trespassed him from
It's not like trespassing.
Well, no, it is apparently, but they trespassed him in advance. So he's not allowed to visit any police, fire station, any of those things in a non-emergency situation. They've told him, we don't want you anywhere near us. We don't want you anywhere.
So if his house catches fire, nobody's showing up.
Bro, I wouldn't
You
doubt.
have a lot of fire
I
extinguishers
wouldn't
laying
doubt.
around, man.
Yeah, I
'Cause
honestly, because these people, a lot of these firemen were like, whoa. So yeah, you're right. If his house catches fire,
Because there was a picture that went viral not too long ago to a woman's house caught fire.
but she didn't pay her fire.
No. Her ex-husband was, I think, the fire captain. And she had a restraining order on him and all his friends. So what did they do? They stood in front of the house and said, we can't come within 100 feet of
I'd
it.
seen the one about a year ago where the volunteer fire department watched the house burn because that house hadn't paid his fire fees.
Isn't that amazing, man?
He refused to pay the fees, so they said, well, he didn't pay for the service.
Because
So his house burned.
there's some counties in America that you have to pay for those services. Every year they send your bill and you pay.
Yeah, but they also don't have property taxes like we do to cover all of that.
Right.
They pay $100 a year or something ridiculous.
Right. Well, their property is probably not worth anything. They live in shacks.
Can he sue somebody if they didn't save his house?
Yeah, I'm sure there's,
There's always some loophole.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, there are people who felt this kid was in the right.
Well, sure, there's a ton of people out there that, especially the
guess-
white supremacists, probably think gonna make him a saint.
Okay, but I, in my head, where I was mistaken, I automatically assumed it was only those guys, the skinheads, the Hitler Club, the KKK fanatics. I thought it was just them. I didn't think, and again, obviously not normal, but I didn't think an everyday Joe, like a volunteer fireman or whatever.
Yeah, but maybe he's a volunteer
closet
fireman,
racist?
but maybe he's a KKK member. I mean, we don't know what this guy is.
Yeah, okay, I guess you're
You
right.
know.
I just, for whatever reason, you think somebody who's in service isn't necessarily, but
Doesn't mean he's there to service everybody.
no, you're right. You're right. I didn't,
You know what? Since we're talking about the KKK, who the hell taught him how to spell? You think at a meeting somebody would say, "Hey, fellas, club it's not spelled with a K."
Yeah. What? I'm sorry?
Clan.
So they were going to call it.
I was thinking of something. I'm
was like,
speaking and thinking of something
Ku
else.
Klux Klan, right?
So
Right, right.
you wanted
So
them to call it the KKC.
So Ku,
Yes, it
Ku-
should have been the
Ku and Klux?
KKC.
You're okay with Ku and Klux, but Klan is what bothers you in the statement.
Yeah, man.
It's not the fact that they wore the white sheets and terrorized the nation.
The fact that
Ku-
they can't spell, man.
Klux.
Can you believe that?
Ku and Klux. That just makes me think of chicken.
I know.
And then
Well,
Clan
isn't it-
makes
but-
you think that they're going to deliver it to
And
my
it didn't-
house.
Well, the 3 Ks is we just heard Khloe Kardashian's line or whatever, right? Because she had Khloe Kardashian creams or something, and people lost their minds. Or her and her sisters did
Right,
the Triple K line, and
Right.
people were pissed.
Right, and they changed it.
And you changed it.
Kardashian cream.
Or was it Khloe Kim?
But I thought it was the 3Ks.
So wasn't that in Europe somewhere or was it here?
I don't know. I just remember.
And I
that-
think somebody else, either Starbucks. I think Starbucks. Was it Starbucks 3-4 months ago? Did the same thing.
Yeah, they
something
did.
in Europe.
yeah.
Some
Was it-
club,
Yeah.
the coffee something club.
Yes.
No,
you're
wasn't it
right.
Krispy Kreme?
Krispy Kreme. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Krispy Kreme. It was the Krispy Kreme Club. with a
Right.
K, KKK. You know, maybe that's why you got donuts in the brain.
That's another genius right there, man. Because they have
Wow,
it.
we are a world of knowledge today.
I'm telling you.
If we guess enough, we'll finally get it.
KKK. Yeah, I don't know.
Where the hell are you going with it?
No, we're talking about the KKK, and I say, who the hell taught him how to spell?
I know, but where were you going with it?
No, I wasn't going anywhere. I was going to say,
It was a segue.
it was a segue, man.
To what?
Didn't
a
somebody-
brick wall?
Didn't somebody, during the first meeting said, hey, fellas, that's not how you spell
You
clan.
understand that they were a group of idiots to begin with. So
Right, no.
I really don't think that spelling was their biggest concern.
They're like, hey, we put words together.
They had enough trouble. I mean, you see the uniform? They have a dress and a bed sheet with holes in it.
I know, man.
I mean, when
and a
they're
pointy hat. What the hell is wrong with a pointy hat? Isn't that a
They're the
dunce's cap?
dunce.
Pointing hat while on horses. What are they thinking?
Idiots.
If the truth hurts, then AM 1050 KCAA can be a real pain.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today. Or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here. You're listening to the Three Guys Rant radio show. Rock on.
All right, welcome back to the last segment here, the Three Guys Rant. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the Three Guys Rant. Call us at 855-69 Guys. Again, 855-69 Guys. And I want to talk about, I'm all about world records. I don't know when the hell we're ever going to get off our butts and try to break one, but Italy just broke one over the weekend. They now have the record for a mile-long pizza.
A mile-long pizza?
It's actually just under a mile. But as part of Milan's Expo 2015, a horde of 60 pizza makers gathered to make one colossal pie on Saturday.
How wide is it?
12 inches. Not very wide. It's just long. So they use 1.7
So
tons.
how is that a pizza?
Hey, can you shut it?
Well, 12-inch pizza is the normal size.
But he says it's 12 inches wide.
Look, there you go.
By a mile long.
They use 1.7 tons of flour, 1.5 tons of mozzarella, 2 tons of tomato sauce, made a pizza that measured 1.59545 kilometers long, just short of 1 mile, and it was cooked using 5 ovens. The whole process took 18 hours to make, and they broke a world record. So I think it's pretty cool.
Was it a continuous cook?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, how the hell do you...
I'm assuming they baked one section, moved to the next, baked one section, moved to the next.
But that's lame then. How's that I'm just saying, if you're using a conveyor oven,
right,
and you keep doing the other end, that's why I'm asking. If it's a continuous bake, I'll buy it.
Well, what's the difference between that and this? They're just moving the oven as opposed to the pizza.
No,
Same thing.
But if all you're doing is making different pieces and putting them next to each other, how is that?
No. As far as I know, the whole thing was rolled out. It's one continuous piece of dough, and then they put the sauce, and then move the oven from section to section. They had 5 ovens.
Yeah, I don't buy it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not a continuous pizza.
Okay, I'm sorry to disappoint on the mile-long pizza.
I'm just saying.
I mean, that probably fed a country of a bunch of Milanians, if that even exists. So on to
Wait.
Arvin went to the Mana concert. I'm just curious to see.
Wait. Let's stay on topic here. We're talking about things that you can eat. So I want to
Well, I got something you can eat.
what do you call it? The public enemy number 1 of this week is Magihan. That name sound familiar to you? Anybody?
Nope.
Magihan? Well, here's her quote. Women don't want to address their camel toes and think if they have a camel toe when they must have so that people must think they have a huge vagina, and that's not the case. If that is the case, so what?
That's a great segue from pizza to...
But you said we're staying on things that we eat.
Right. Catch up.
Get there, Joey. Get there.
I'm there, but...
Women everywhere who have experienced frontal wedgies can now rejoice as one woman has created an underwear line that addresses one of fashion's most embarrassing problems. Camel toe plagues women who wear yoga pants, snug jeans, cheek shorts, and it renders clothes unwearable. Where are these women? Because I encourage women to wear this kind of stuff. I don't see this an
I didn't
issue.
know that was such a big problem that somebody had to come up with a solution.
Yeah, so she wants to motivate women to wear everything in their closet. I use medical-grade silicone, the same used for breast enhancements, for several reasons. First, it won't spill, and it takes the temperature of your body. Now,
what do? Do they spackle it or what?
I don't know. I guess it's sewn into it.
What is it, a camel toe stopper?
I don't know.
So it's... Alan, can you find this? It's called... The name of her company is Camel Nose, and it's made by Seamless Thread. So... I don't know if I'd want to be around a vagina that's been covered in silicone for 8 to 12 hours. That just seems awfully hot.
Knowing the filthy animal you are,
I don't see that as a deal breaker for you.
I mean, that's what...
if we go against some past
That's
shows,
what a clothespin is for, but that's besides the point. Alan, any luck on this?
That's what you want. You want a clothespin. That's good.
I'm talking about things that you can actually eat.
So the one demographic Han says is unhappy with her new line is straight men, and I can see why. So the pieces range from $28 to $30. That's why I say we got to shut this woman down.
What the hell does it have to do with straight men? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Straight men obviously like looking at camel toe. Here we go. Wow, that just... If she didn't have a big vagina before the underwear, I think she has one now. That's my anti-product of the week.
Okay.
Was it you that brought up? Was it last week? Was it off air? I
It
can't
looks
remember.
like she's got a 2-inch tampon.
Wow. He is stuck on that.
Yeah.
Mikey, just order him one, please.
Remember about the piece of KFC chicken that
Oh, the rat?
The rat.
Right?
Oh, you brought it up last
Right,
week.
right.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I don't know if I didn't.
No, they sent it to a lab, and no, it was chicken.
It was chicken?
It was chicken. It was not a rat.
Okay, what facility inspected this? One of KFC's?
No,
Because
actually,
it looks just like a rat, so I don't want to confirm that it was.
No. Actually, it was sent by the plaintiff's attorney to an independent lab.
Oh, so he
'Cause,
felt,
you know.
he felt screwed then.
Right. So
I would have found a rat and deep fried that little thing.
it was a chicken nugget that was shaped like and it doesn't even look like a rat, man.
Really? That looks just like a rat to me.
I don't know.
To me, it only looked like a rat because somebody said it was a rat.
Right.
I don't think I would have put that together had I opened the box.
You would have eaten it?
Yeah.
Started with the tail?
Again, to me, I wouldn't have thought it was a tail unless you said, "Hey, that's a rat." Oh, okay. I would have broke it off like normal, break
Yeah.
the chicken, the piece in half.
But this lady obviously wanted to scam KFC. But
This wasn't the same lady from McDonald's and the hot coffee, was
No.
it?
Hey, hold on. So I just want to go back to because Arvin's always making fun of Latinos, but yet he was at the biggest Latino concert there is in Southern California. He went to Mana,
Right.
And not only did he go to
and
Mana,
he was on the floor.
He was on the floor, 7th row, because he felt the need to take pictures of the tickets.
Right.
Yeah, I was glad I wasn't with the other riffraff up in the stands.
I'm just curious because apparently you're a hanger-oner because they weren't your tickets, and then you didn't block out the complimentary there. So
It was to you guys, of course not. These came directly. I mean, because of the Plythe. I'm not even sure if that's the right word that we carry. Yeah, they came from the.
The hell is Plythe?
I don't know.
Okay.
They came from the tour manager of Mana. And I gotta tell you, there was some people there that I can tell you didn't pay the rent that month just to get those tickets.
I believe it. Now, was it a good show?
It was the best concert I've ever been to. We'll talk about it on the next show.
Te lo dijimos.
All right. So again, this is the Three Guys Rant. Thank you everybody for sticking around. Make sure to check us out each and every week on iRantRadio.com as well as the3guysrant.com.